While filming the hit television series Chips, actor Erik Estrada suffered severe injuries when a routine action scene went horribly wrong. What happens next will forever change his life. Join us as this truth be told story on Erik Estrada concludes.
So then I was helicoptered from there to UCLA by the Sheriff's Department, and it was in the intensive care unit at UCLA where I had an out-of-body experience.
The term out-of-body experience has become quite popular, but it is not a new phenomenon. One of the earliest uses of the expression dates back to biblical times when the Apostle Paul wrote, "And I knew such a man. Whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth." The belief in a spirit or soul existing in the confines of our physical bodies is common in cultures throughout the world. But less common is the belief our being is in fact a conscious entity which is able to wholly separate itself from the physical body and venture out on its own. In Burma, the withdrawal of this life force is compared to that of a butterfly leaving a cocoon. The Azande tribe in Africa believe that the separation of body and soul occurs every single night as one sleeps. It has been reported that the separation could be 2 inches, 2,000 miles, or more. But there are limits to what one's spirit entity can do. It cannot be seen by those in the physical realm.
I was lying in bed in intensive care, and there at the foot of my bed were 4 people that I knew. A friend of mine from New York, my dad, who was in a wheelchair, he's always been in a wheelchair, my mother, and a friend of the family who was dating my mother. And they were looking at me, but they had really sad faces on, and my mother was crying. So I got out of the bed and walked towards them. And I was maybe 3, 4 inches away, 5 inches away from them. And they didn't see me. They just kept looking through me. They were looking past me. And I turned around and I saw what they were looking at.
Erik's spirit was no longer in his body. Shocked at the eerie sight, Erik knew that the only way he would ever leave the intensive care unit alive was by re-entering his physical self.
I think what it did for me at the moment was I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like seeing myself like that. And I didn't want to be there. So I said, I'm getting out of here. And the next morning, I was taken out of intensive care.
Reflecting back on the incident, Erik feels he had help in making the decision to return to his body.
I think maybe I was grabbed by my guardian angel and was given a choice if I wanted to stay, not get back in the body. But I choose to get out of there.
Larry also feels that Erik's recovery was divinely achieved.
I would have to say that it was a miracle, and that an intervening force greater than human beings, and in my lay opinion, that's God.
Erik has never again had another out-of-body experience, but the one incident was enough to give him a new perspective on celestial beings and the afterlife.
I hope that when, after my death, that I get to be a guardian angel to some youngster. Oh yeah, I believe in guardian angels.
And there are millions of others like Erik who have experienced journeys outside the housing of what we call the human body. Could you be one of them? Is it possible, as the Azande tribe believe, that every night our nocturnal imaginings are in fact ethereal out-of-body adventures? It's something to sleep on.